Hello, going to show my third example to you now. I think I'll do the same as I did last time. I'll take you to the actual PDF of the branding project. This one again was nicely laid out, big, bold, to the point. Blue Marlin, grow below. Blue Marlin was a design company, brand packaging agency. This is a branding brief, though. Design for the future. Create a plant-based, genetically modified foods brand that is actively trying to save our planet. And the proposition: Grow Below produces genetically modified salad products using abandoned tunnels beneath London Underground. So again, nice, big, to the point, spelt correctly, up front. Visual insight and connection. So a nice presentation here, the London Underground symbol on the left, and then the adaptation in the middle by just making the central bar sliding a little bit like a window box, and then by adding the type and the colour and the little green shoot, you get an idea for the identity. So visual insight and the connection there, laid bare very simply in 3 transitions. So the rationale: there are 80 miles worth of tunnels below the underground that could be used as agricultural space. The greens are grown hydroponically using 70% less water than traditional farming methods. Quicker growth and fresh produce all year round, despite the weather. So and then here you have the actual kind of greens from the underground, and two little assets here. Oh, sorry, I'll go back again on that one. So down the side there, I'll just have to move out of the way. So seed, stem, shrub. And the idea there is Emma is showing basically also the underground map with the black circle where it says seed, and the little where it says stem. That's not where the stop is on the underground. So and a little bit of texture added to the green circle and the identity. But annotation, very simple introduction to some of the assets of the brand as well as the actual brand mark itself. Grow Below produces GM salad products using the space of abandoned tunnels beneath London. So London's missing there. So again, what's showing there is some of the assets that will come into play later on. And here it is. Our farms are located all over London, making use of 80 miles of abandoned air raid shelters. So that's the London Underground map, slightly redrawn, using the little green leaves and the green lines. I'm just putting 1 or 2 things on there, like Barking, Old Street, and just to give you an idea of where things are. And then this brief is obviously about brand packaging as well. So packaging of the actual sort of salad, really quite nice here again. So you get the show through of the actual produce through the circle, Grow Below, greens from underground, mixed salad, herb mix, and super greens. With the help of the genetic modification of the seeds, we aim to provide the best quality herbs for the people of Great Britain. All the vegetation grown has been carefully selected in a completely safe and controlled environment. That's the product. So yeah, very nice again. The brown packaging gives it that kind of like down-to-earth feel. Promotion: applying the brand assets on packaging and other merchandise helps to spread the word. Our objective is to get as many people eating underground greens as possible to help reduce the pressure on traditional farms and save the planet. So again, obviously you need a bag to put the salads in, packaging, but also the bag is then being used as a way of advertising. So again, a crop in on the actual sort of London Underground map, but also the Grow Below logo as well. And then the app walkthrough. Our mission is also to reduce London's carbon emissions with our zero carbon food by delivering to the customers by bike from our farm to your kitchen within 2 hours of being picked and packed, freshness guaranteed. And that takes you through that journey of basically opening up the app, getting in there and working through how you actually sort of get the different greens. But again, I think I can zoom in on it. Can I zoom in on that or not? I don't know if I can actually. Oh, sorry, yes, I can. That's quite handy then. That means it kind of like we can actually look a little bit more detail in there. And this is really important, the walkthrough of any app, how it actually works. But also she's using the assets she's got, the colourways, the blue and the green, the logotype, the very simple sort of toolkit she's got quite nice, like along here where you can see radish and chives and the different salads, but again underneath, and then how you actually click on that circle there to look through, but all based on the London Underground map, and then the idea, and then at the end, the bike delivering it to you. So kind of like, very simple. Then obviously a bit of advertising as well, out of home as they call it nowadays, but essentially a billboard. And some nice little assets here. I like the way that basically they've what they call ambient media. So on the underground, there'll be a vinyl, maybe on the escalators, showing how basically the actual vine can grow or the plants grow. And then a little London Underground map, grow below London Underground map, and hashtag from Greens for Me to Underground. So yeah, and I'll just show the film now. So that's kind of like so. And here we go. So.
Change here for Moorfield Eye Hospital and mainline suburban rail services. Change here for Moorfield Eye Hospital and mainline suburban rail services.
There you have it. That's a very sophisticated piece of work there, but really nicely put together and tells the story fantastically. We'll just play that through again. I'll put the voice down here just to go through it. Again, worth watching 2 or 3 times. Nice how it transitions in, colours up, grow below, comes up from the underground, and then up it goes. The noise is great on this. The kind of the actual sound of the tube just coming in to the underground station. The doors opening, takes you through to the map. And using those kind of, using that green line, and then how it disappears again, backwards. It's a really nice way of introducing the actual packaging as well, with the different stops. And then introducing the way it's been delivered the bike. Nice introduction to the actual app icon as well. Again, like the carriages of the actual underground, how this stuff is.
Change here for Moorfield Eye Hospital and mainline suburban rail services.
Yeah, like that's a really good example of how you can sync something to a soundtrack, as it were. Soundtrack there being the actual ambient noise that you get in London Underground. So a really good example there to learn from as well. So I really watched it on a couple of times there. But again, the PDF presentation at the start there tells the story to one degree, but when you actually put a little bit of movement and storyboard it and think how you can actually transition and introduce things, it makes it so much more dynamic. And those students there, I've just shown you, have obviously been looking really hard and learning from really good examples, professional examples of how people put together moving image pieces, how they introduce a brand or tell a story with a little bit of simple movement. So yeah, hopefully that's helped as well. So just